Kylie Jenner is done waiting. She wants marriage and more children, but Timothée Chalamet doesn't. Here's where the story stands and why the timing matters. Multiple outlets have reported that Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet are at odds over the future of their relationship. The core issue is simple and very real. She is ready to settle down, he is not. According to sources cited by the Daily Mail and echoed elsewhere, the couple's opposing views on marriage and family have created a rift that has grown harder to ignore as Chalamet's schedule accelerates and Jenner's priorities become more defined. The last time the pair were publicly photographed together was October 8th in New York City. Since then, whispers about distance, emotional and logistical, have only grown louder. Those close to the situation say they've talked about marriage and children, but the timing is the problem. Jenner, already a mother of two with her ex Travis Scott, has been clear with friends that she wants a traditional commitment and hopes to expand her family. Chalamet, by contrast, is deep in a career surge. Between a highly anticipated press tour for a new project, reportedly titled Marty Supreme, a working name attached to speculation, and ongoing commitments tied to the expanding Dune universe, he is booked, busy, and laser-focused on momentum. Chalamet's own words offer context. In a past acceptance speech, he said he is in pursuit of greatness, listing film legends and elite athletes as inspirations. He didn't hedge. He wants to be one of the greats. That level of ambition often requires uncompromising time and energy. Two resources that don't pair easily with a new marriage, a new baby, and a partner who already has young children at home. Sources close to Jenner say that's exactly what hurts. If she didn't already have kids, would the conversation look different? Maybe. But Stormy and Air are part of the equation, and always will be. Jenner's friends point out that her kids are now school age. The desire to create a stable, married household makes emotional sense for her, regardless of the spotlight. Her camp also notes she isn't trying to slow a career. Hers is already established. KYLIE Cosmetics turned 10 this year. Her beauty line remains a juggernaut, and the business side of her brand is solid. She doesn't need more fame, she wants family. On the other side, those who know Chalamet describe a very different pressure. He's in his late 20s, entering the rare space in Hollywood where every role can shift the arc of a generation. He is in demand, traveling, rehearsing, and constantly promoting. When someone at that stage says he isn't ready to be a father, it can be an act of responsibility rather than avoidance. The idea of starting a family, then immediately becoming an absentee partner because of a grueling calendar, is not what he wants attached to his name or his life. Money, despite the memes, isn't the sticking point. Jenner's net worth dwarfs almost any actor's. If finances were the only factor, he could settle down tomorrow and never think about box office again. But this isn't about money, it's about power, legacy, and the trajectory of a career built on choices, not convenience. Public sightings have done little to calm the noise. Jenner supported Chalamet at a premiere this fall, and the internet dissected every frame. Their matching looks, his ever-present cap, the playful low-key body language that makes them look both comfortable and, at times, oddly distant. Social media spun theories, everything from hair transplant jokes to, they're secretly engaged, but none of that addressed the real issue. Affection in a photo doesn't resolve a fundamental disagreement about marriage and children. And then there was the night that highlighted the imbalance. Jenner's 10-year celebration for KYLIE Cosmetics, a landmark in her business life, where the expected guest of honor wasn't there. Chalamet's absence was explained by work commitments, which, to be fair, track with his recent pace. He has been hopping between sets and meetings, and he is, by any definition, the male lead in Hollywood right now. Still, optics matter. Jenner has been seen at his events. When he wasn't at hers, it fueled the narrative that the relationship runs more on her support than his availability. Add to that a new round of publicity around Chalamet's upcoming project, where he shares the screen with Gwyneth Paltrow. In a light-hearted interview moment, Paltrow admitted she didn't immediately connect the dots that his girlfriend was Kylie Jenner. The remark exploded across fan accounts, not because it revealed anything scandalous, but because it underscored the cultural gap between Chalamet's indie-leaning film world and Jenner's hyper-visible reality-meets-beauty empire. Two orbits, one relationship. Online, viewers have been unsparing. Comment sections are full of lines like, "She wants him more than he wants her," "He's not settling down anytime soon," and "If a man wants you, he shows it." That's the internet talking, not a verdict. But public sentiment can sting. especially for a celebrity who spent years reconstructing a more private image after very public breakups. Jenner has been there. The stakes feel different this time because the contrast is so sharp. A mother who wants permanence, and an actor who wants possibility. Fans also love a pattern, and they found one in Jenner's dating history. Men whose names start with T, Tyga, Travis, Timothy. Years ago, she even had a small T tattoo that she later morphed into an LA symbol. It's trivia, not analysis, but in a story where emotion is driving the clicks, details get amplified. The family subplot never stays quiet for long, either. During Halloween, Kourtney Kardashian hosted a themed gathering with decor listing the names of children attending. Viewers noticed Stormi and Air weren't included and immediately read it as shade. The simpler explanation, that Jenner and her kids were traveling, so only present children were listed, makes more sense. The Kardashians' parties always fold in a mix of relatives and close friends. If you weren't on the guest list for that specific event, your name wasn't on the display. Still, when a family built on public narrative leaves room for interpretation, the internet writes the script. As for the current season of the Kardashians, a viral clip shows Kendall admitting she was jealous of Kylie's free-spirited streak growing up. The moment isn't scandal, it's context. Jenner has always been the sister comfortable jumping first. New looks, new ventures, bold decisions. Now that she wants marriage and another child, that same decisiveness is giving the public whiplash. For fans who remember the whirlwind phases of earlier relationships, this version of Kylie, family-focused, future-minded, feels more grounded. To insiders, that's exactly why the conflict with Chalamet is so sharp. She's changed. He doesn't want to, at least not yet. It's also worth remembering the pressure on any Hollywood couple facing opposite priorities. When one partner is traveling constantly and the other has 2 kids on a school schedule, proximity becomes strategy. What looks like disinterest can simply be logistics. But the emotional math doesn't change. If one person wants marriage now and the other wants marriage someday, the calendar becomes the argument. So what happens next? There are 3 realistic paths. The first is recalibration. The couple could set a longer timeline, agree publicly that marriage is not immediate, and commit privately to revisiting the conversation after a fixed period, say, after his current film slate wraps. This approach requires patience and trust. It also requires both sides to tolerate headlines they don't like. The second is a clean break. If the goals are that far apart, stepping back allows both to pursue what matters most without resentment. Jenner focuses on her kids and her businesses. Chalamet rides the wave of roles his worked years to earn. The risk is obvious. Hindsight regret is brutal. But short-term pain can be better than long-term drift. The third path is compromise with conditions. That could mean putting formal plans for marriage on hold, while agreeing on day-to-day expectations, more time in the same city, more mutual support at key events, and a clear sense of what next year looks like. In other words, no engagement, but a roadmap. It's the most grown-up option. It's also the hardest to maintain under the glow of paparazzi lights. What's clear is that neither fame nor money can solve a mismatch in timelines. Jenner has the advantage of experience. She's done the newborn years, she knows what it takes to juggle work and toddlers, and she is honest about wanting a partner who wants that life too. Chalamet has the clarity that high-stakes careers demand. This is his window, and he plans to maximize it. Neither stance is wrong. They're just different. Meanwhile, every public moment is magnified. If he skips an anniversary event, it's a signal. If she posts a cryptic caption, it's a clue. If they show up together, it's a strategy. This is the reality of a celebrity relationship in 2025. Privacy is a luxury, and silence gets filled with narratives you didn't write. There's also the question of influence. Jenner is not just a partner, she's a brand. Her reach touches fashion, beauty, TV, and digital culture. Chalamet is not just an actor, he's a figure reshaping modern leading man archetypes, softer, more selective, globally bankable. Together, they're a power story. But power cuts both ways. Public fascination becomes public pressure, and pressure has a way of turning private decisions into public battles. One more layer, family culture. Jenner comes from a clan where milestones play out in carefully produced arcs, engagements, pregnancies, launches, reconciliations. Chalamet's public persona is more guarded, shaped by film festivals and talk show couches rather than docu-series arcs. That difference matters when negotiations move from dinner tables to headlines. As the speculation builds, a few truths hold steady. Jenner's priority is her children, That's not changing. Chalamet's priority is his work. That's not changing either. If they find middle ground, it will be because both accepted a timeline that respects those realities. If they don't, it will be because neither should sacrifice what matters most to them right now. In the meantime, expect the conversation to keep looping back to the same themes: marriage, family planning, career trajectory, and the optics of support. Expect the internet to declare winners and losers in a dynamic that doesn't have either. And expect the couple to say little, because on issues like this, statements rarely help. For viewers who followed every step, here's the bottom line. Reports suggest Kylie Jenner is ready to marry and have another child. Timothée Chalamet is not. Their last public outing was in early October. Since then he has focused on work, she has focused on family and business. She shows up for his moments. He missed at least one of hers due to filming. Friends say they've discussed a future together. Friends also say the timeline doesn't match. Everything else is noise. What would change the narrative? A joint appearance with a clear message. A thoughtful interview where they address priorities without theatrics. Or, bluntly, time, either to move toward each other or move on. Until that happens, this will remain what it is, a modern celebrity crossroads between commitment and ambition, broadcast in real time. Jenner wants a home life that feels whole. Chalamet wants a run at the top of his craft. Both are understandable. Both are expensive. Where do you land on this? Do you think they can align their timelines and make it work? Or are they headed for a respectful split once his current slate wraps? Is the public pressure helping or hurting? Drop your take below. If you follow celebrity news, relationship timelines, and the intersection of careers and family, make sure you're subscribed. We'll track every credible update on Kylie Jenner, Timothée Chalamet, and what comes next for one of entertainment's most watched couples.